guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Watch the run. Hey, we got tight left.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You must be dreaming. Watch, here, 21, 21. X3, 218, chop it. Check 3. Whip.
Breeze going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Come on. You better bring it.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Breeze. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Barry. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shift. 5-9. Kill.
Breeze now on first down. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You got it.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze now. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. 13-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, break. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 5.
On first down, Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 2nd down now, it's Walker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Check 4. Watch twitch.
They'll run the toss to Walker. Broken tackle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because Once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Seven, our score after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 51. I'm here all day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
At the 46-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd down now. It's Walker, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run it down out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 30 on second down, Breeze. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Opposite. 3 down.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Barry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, Delta. Marcus, defense, Marcus. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check down.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch tight end. 11. Tight end's right.
Here's Breeze. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On first down, Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. You ready? Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man, I got you. Kill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Breeze on third down. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Touchdown, Cardinals! That punt returned 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Breeze now 9 of 17 through the air.
Switch. You're good. I fool, ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on 12. 3 down. Safe. Sponge. No. Mike.
Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike's over. Mike's 59. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going. And we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Walker, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready up. 54. Mike 54. Play. Hey, watch this. 61. Matchbox lights. Roll out. He's coming. We got double up. Right up.
On 3rd down, Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check nickel. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Walker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Rock it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Army. Watch twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go now. 60 or. Bend it. Twist on travel. Check out. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walker. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Get ready. 0-2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. They were looking for Marshall that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Squeeze. You draw focus.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Arizona.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walker, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Kill! Easy, opposite!
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Breeze going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's out right at the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 21. Smooth.
Breeze now on 1st down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Brandon Marshall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, Walker. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he comes back with one complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
95-56, 95-56.
Throwing now is Breeze. Throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.